so Paul.
Tell me, Christian.
The enthusiasm, I can feel it. Okay, Paul, so now we're in a period filled with smartphone launches.
Yes.
But there's a big question out there every year, every iteration of phone generation.
Yeah.
What is the ideal screen size?
Man, from my side, I think it's 5 inches.
That's why you're an idiot. Really, 5
That's
inches.
why you're wrong, man.
Really, 5 inches.
5 inches with like
Walk me through it. 5 inches.
5 inches of screen, and the phone should have a over 90% screen to body ratio.
Okay, I do agree.
It should be a bit smaller than my S7.
I do agree with the screen to body ratio. More is better on that side. But come on, you know,
I tend to disagree to this one. Well, you know, though I have big hands,
you do compared to
I don't
mine.
like big phones.
That's ironic.
Yeah.
In a way, because I
Because
do
you,
have
you have pretty small hands and
really
you have
small hands.
you have phablets.
This is a
You only
monster
have phablets.
I only have phablets in my life. No, man, you know, the guys over at GSM Arena
Yeah.
actually took care of this problem right here. that we're having.
Really?
And
How?
They made a pool easily. Oh, because they have more than 2 people logging into their website as opposed to us. And yeah, it turns out that for most of the phone enthusiasts, the 6 inches screen display is the ideal size right now. And I tend to agree to that. I know you
I
don't.
heard something about 6 inches. it's the right size, but
Look, man, with a 90 or over 90% screen to body ratio, I think this one has under 80 screen to body ratio.
yes.
Yeah, and this is 5.7 inches. On this whole real estate of a body, you could fit something like 6.4 inches, most probably. So,
I think it's too much. You don't need that much screen.
yeah, I probably don't need 6.4 or 6.8 like the latest Galaxy Note 10
I tell you, man,
Plus.
5 inches, it's just damn right.
Walk me through it, because I just can see it.
You know, if it's gonna be 5 inches, it's gonna be. Let me show you my phone.
I think we're all familiar with your
Yeah, this
antiquated
this
piece of
one's got
device.
this one has got a 5.1 inches, right?
Yeah, it's
But
it's
of
small
course,
from my
it's
point of view.
it's an old design and it has these huge bezels.
Yeah, top and
And
bottom.
if you just remove this
Yeah.
and you make it just 5 inches, it's gonna be the perfect size phone.
Why is the body itself?
It's gonna fit in every pocket, man,
Yeah.
and in every hand.
Look at it this way: is the body itself too big for you? Because the answer is obviously no. Right?
It is.
How come? Really? You have this phone. It does its job for you, right? You said it's the ultimate phone, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I said that, but of course it's not perfect.
Okay, it's not perfect, but I think in that body it could fit a 6-inch display
Easily, probably.
easily.
Yeah.
So why 5 inches though, Paul?
You just have something a bit smaller than this.
Why smaller?
You know what? You know I bought an iPhone SE
Yeah, I
for
know.
this reason.
I know.
I just wanted a smaller phone.
Yeah, but the screen to body ratio on that one is
It's pretty
absurd.
crap. And that's why I sold it. But if it's got 5 inches,
But why 5 inches? I mean, you have all that body real estate
we just not
to
make
work with.
I want it smaller, man,
Why? What's the point?
to fit better.
You're not
in my
convincing
hands.
me. of
It's gonna fit
anything
better
here.
in my hands than in my pocket.
How so?
It will be just easier to maneuver.
I don't agree with that. I think
Because you're an idiot, that's why. You cannot see the light
Might
of the
well be
day.
true, but
Man,
most.
I just don't want to have my phone, to use my phone like a racket, like a tennis racket.
Yeah, but look
I don't want to keep a racket in my hands all the time.
on that
Or in my
note,
pocket. Imagine keeping a racket in your pocket.
I did keep a racket in my pocket, actually, because you don't know I had a. I mean, speaking about big screen and big displays, you know, I had a Nexus 6.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do know.
And that was like a ping pong pallet
Yes.
all around. Actually, the bezels weren't really that big. It had a 78%, I think, screen to body ratio, and it did have dual front-facing speakers, so that those bezels were doing something there. And that's the thing I want to say, because now 21% of all the voters in that GSM Arena poll said the 6-inch display were perfect. Okay,
Really?
but in 2014, 6 inches look like excessive. No one wanted a 6 inches display phone.
I don't know, man. The
So how
market
about
is
that?
definitely going to the.
It's changing.
Yeah, it's changing and it's going through to that
It's going
direction.
to bigger phones.
With bigger phones and
Year by year.
bigger displays, and I really don't like that. I don't think that.
Yeah, well, I disagree. I think it's the best thing
I think
to
there is
happen.
there is a good market for smaller phones in general.
How about specs? What kind of specs would you put in the
I just want
smartphone?
this 5 inches display
Yeah, okay.
with an over 90% screen to body ratio
Right.
with the latest spec, 3 cameras.
How latest are you speaking about?
I'm
What
thinking
about
about
the CPU?
855 plus.
Why? Why though? Because you don't need that. I mean, what's the reason you need a big, powerful CPU? Gaming. You're definitely not gonna game on a 5-inch display.
Why not?
Because it's uncomfortable, man. 5-inch
Come on,
display.
man, you're playing Snake Stanzia when you're Nokia.
Are you comparing Snake to like Asphalt or PUBG or?
It doesn't matter.
whatever
It's the
the
same. You
guys are
can
playing
still
these
use it
days?
like this.
Come on, man. 5 inches is way too small.
The
to
original
game on.
iPhone had 3.5 inches.
Yeah, I know. Was it game?
And did you play
gaming
anything on
optimized?
that? Yes, of course, you played everything.
What did you play? Doodle jump.
I don't know, man, all of the games.
You're being ridiculous, man. It's not fit for gaming, a 5-inch display. And
I don't care about that.
any
Okay?
other power tasks will not be performed on a 5-inch display. It's not like a Galaxy Note. It's not like anything. You won't need that much power. It's overkill.
It's just good to have it there, man.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna, in let's say 3 years, you will still have a lot of power.
Yeah, just spend $200 extra for a smaller display and a killer CPU which does nothing.
Of course, does everything. Imagine it's gonna be lightning fast, man. Everything is gonna be lightning fast. on
that much power on this 5-inch display. Okay,
And it's gonna
even-
be a 2K display.
Okay, 2K
5
display.
inches 2K, I mean,
2K
it's
it's
like
overkill
this.
as well for a 5-inch display.
This is
You
not
can't
an
tell-
overkill, man. It's got a 2K display.
You can't tell the difference at that smaller display.
You can. Actually, you can. If you look really close, you can.
Fuck off.
You can spot the difference. I mean, I don't know if you can or not, but probably you should. Probably you should go to the doctor.
Now I'm blind. Thanks a lot.
You might be blind, man.
What about the other specs? I mean, camera-wise, you had to be pretty killer to sell that one.
Latest spec, 3 cameras.
All around.
Yeah, wide telephoto 5x, and
How about
Ultra wide.
a dual display configuration? Because would you dig that? 5-inch on the front, 4 inches on the back.
I think it would be pointless.
Probably so. Like the whole idea you're proposing.
I really do believe that there is
The market.
a market for smaller phones, especially I think girls, because they have really small hands.
I think
And I think they are preferring smaller phones. Because to be honest, you don't need that much display, man.
Really, I think
You can scroll on Facebook with 5 inches easily.
I think you're talking crap, and I think the market doesn't need or want that because I've heard
The market wants that, but they don't know yet.
I heard a few people saying like, oh, all these big screen displays are not for me, but when you give them the opportunity, they buy the biggest phone they can get. I mean, 6 to 6.5 inches is the bomb right now, and I do enjoy it. I do like big screen displays. I do want minimum bezels. And I think 6 inches, it's about right. At the time, I thought 6 inches was about right 3 years ago, before it was cool. And you have to admit, man. You do remember when we were in a bar watching Formula 1 qualifying on my Nexus 6?
Yeah, I mean, I
You
get
have
that,
to
but
admit that it was
nice.
gorgeous.
But we done that once, only once.
I've done that once with you, but I was watching videos and stuff only on it.
So let's say
when I had it.
you are talking crap now. So if you want to watch Formula 1 or Netflix or any other TV show there, of course you buy a big display phone, right?
Right.
But I'm not doing that. And probably there are a couple of thousand people who are not doing that, like me.
1,000, man. You don't know how many phones you need to sell to be
said-
profitable.
I said thousands, I should have said millions.
Maybe millions, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
And there are those people who don't do that sort of stuff on it, and they don't need that big display. and they just want something sleek.
Now I got
And
you. Then why do they need the 855 plus or a top of the line processor on it? If they
'Cause you
just
want
serve
the-
Facebook.
Because you just want the bigger engine, man.
Why?
You want a 5-liter V8.
It's what you're proposing.
You don't want the 2-liter turbo.
What you're proposing is mounting a 5-liter V8 on a smart.
Yeah.
Basically.
Isn't that cool? It's gonna be hot rod.
It's overkill.
It's gonna be a
overkill, Paul.
hot rod or phone.
I don't think there's a market for it. I think you're wrong, all around. And I don't think 6 inches is about right on today's market. But I guess we'll see.
I don't know, man. This is my kind of idea of a hot-rodded phone. It's gonna be absolutely mental.
And
Latest spec.
black red with flames on it.
No, just probably black.
Yeah, with
To look
carbon,
really look really sleek and fancy.
with flames.
No.
This was a lot of informative nonsense right here.
Yeah.
But of course,
A lot of debate.
we'll be rambling for. I think we can keep this up until tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But you know what, Paul? I think only our viewers can settle this. So thanks for watching. I'm not sure anyone did.
Yeah.
And,
Don't forget to tell us, what do you think? Is there any market for smaller phones?
Yeah, we'll let you settle this.
Yeah.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.